This padded tunic right here, 2 strength, 2.8% max health bonus, very good. Got it for 60 gold. Just in the leather merchant, we resold it for 200. That's a decent profit. So always make sure to look in the merchant section. You never know what you can find there. Now we found this lantern, 50 gold here, and we were able to flip it for 250. 2.6 physical damage. It had some magic healing on it, and the buff duration bonus as well. I didn't think it was worth 200. I'm not sure how it sold for 200, but the dude was selling it for 50 G's, so... We ended up finding this tattered cloak here. The 2 strength and 3 additional movement speed. I thought those were pretty decent stats. We got that for 200 G's. We ended up going to the fighter's barrack and flipping it for 400, which was decent. This dude wanted to do a trade, and I checked those out, and I didn't really vibe with them, so I decided to just say, nah, I'm good on those, and he still decided to buy it, so that's pretty cool. So 200 for 400 G's right there. Very easy money. Now, here we go. We're going to destroy the entire ruined lobby. We actually killed probably like 12 people, maybe 13, maybe 14. I'm not sure. I haven't counted yet, so you guys can let me know. But, you know, while you watch me doing this killing spree, we're going to go ahead and read some of your guys' comments. This guy says, uninstalled the game after I lost a god set to a ranger for the 5th time in a row. Mr. Devon King, hope I'm saying her name right. Sorry to hear that. You know, that does suck. You know, you see, guys, Fighter isn't all that bad after all, right? No, I'm joking. Fighter's pretty broken. But if you want to figure out how to get gear sets pretty quickly, you should check out some of my other videos, dude, on how to do some flipping. You know, get into flipping. You can make a lot of gold super fast. You don't have to run any dungeons, pretty much. I mean, you can just flip items, and you can just get rich that way and just keep buying kits. Literally in like 30 minutes, you could just make like 2,000 to 3,000 gold. You can easily buy another kit. I'm noticing in these recent patches, it's been very it's been a lot harder to flip, but it's still doable. You can still make a good amount of money, at least way faster than running normal GC, and sometimes faster than high roller GC. If you're struggling a lot, you should watch some of the old videos and try to pick up the habit of flipping. Ever since Hotfix, like 17, 18, 19, the economy has been a lot, you know, less vibrant because of what's been going on. A lot more people haven't been playing this game. I think everybody's just waiting for the new patch. So we'll see how that goes. Best of luck in your games, dude, and I know you're gonna reinstall the game. This game is way too addicting. Even no matter how tilting this game gets, it's still super addicting. So I don't know. There's a love-hate relationship with a lot of people with this game, but it's a good one. It's definitely a good one. Tyler Stevens says, who do you think is the best stock armored class at the moment? If it's not fighter, then who? Ranger would probably be my vote. And then he also says that Slayer fighter isn't overpowered. They're just in a good spot in this meta. I think that's a good point. I think Slayer fighter is not that overpowered. It's not as overpowered as people think. I think they just seem to be more powerful because all the other classes got nerfed. And I think Iron Mace is kind of working on it. But high PDR fighters, I'll have to admit, they are extremely overpowered. Like, I was fighting like a fully geared Cobalt PDR fighter. I could not kill him. I hit him like 10 times. It was insane. I think this guy's spot on with the Ranger. I think Rangers are really good with stock armor. I think Barbs can be very good as well. The only thing is they're, you know, kind of slow, you know, as to stock armored, you know, so you can, if you're a Ranger or Rogue, if you're pretty much any class, you can run away from Barbarians. But, you know, Ranger is a good pick. You can be very strategic with Ranger with your hunting traps. Yeah, definitely Wizards and Warlocks are harder to play stock armored because they just have so much less health. And it's, the skill cap for those classes are a lot higher. Cleric actually might be a pretty decent pick. You can heal, you know, you have Smite. Overall, spellcasters are just harder in the beginning. Alrighty, we're going to be taking a look at the Lightfoot boots on this flip. This guy's selling 150 Gs. Has physical power on it and max health. Very, very good. Now we're going to go on to the Barbarians camp because I tried selling it in a different camp and it just wasn't working. So the Barbs camp definitely worked on this one. I sold for 300, so 150 Gs for 300 gold. Not bad. It's a step ahead. And we're going to go ahead and search some riveted gloves in the fighter's barrack. We found this guy selling his for 200 Gs. Very, very good roll. It was not even selling at all. So like you saw me just staring at it for like literally like 10 seconds. Has damage bonus on it. And it's pretty decent if a rogue were to get their hands on it. So we decided to go in the rogue's den. And we got rid of it for 400 Gs. So that is 200 gold for 400. So that is a really good, ideal mini flipping break. We're going to go ahead and run the Cobalt trouser build that we got from last video. Got these trousers. Now, you might say, oh, you're going into ruins with all this gear. You know, 130 HP isn't that overpowered. I mean, maybe it is a little bit, right? But you got to also take into consideration that I am going in solo. Podcast says this game needs some sort of matchmaking regarding skill. Yeah, so this is a huge problem for a lot of casual players. Definitely, it's very, very tilting to go in and lose an entire gear set, you know, to somebody who is able to play for 10 hours a day. You know, so it's kind of like the same thing they did with Valorant, which is they added all these ranking systems in the game, and it made it way, way better. And they recently eliminated the Smurf issue. Which what that is people would create new accounts and they would go and dominate lower level lobbies. They can't do that anymore because now unranked matchmaking requires them to do like 20 or 30 games before they can do competitive. They need to do something like that with this game. They need to have some sort of ranking system. I think if they just give you a rank in this game, it would be a lot better. So let's say you start at bronze and then you go to like silver and then you go to gold. Like, if you're in gold, you're not going to be fighting the casuals who are in bronze. So it's going to make the game a lot better for pretty much everybody. So let's say now you climb up to like platinum, right? So now you're in platinum, you're not going to be fighting gold players anymore. You're going to be fighting platinum players, and the game will feel a lot more balanced because you're fighting against people who are your rank. So I think that would be a cool thing, and I think, you know, as smart as the devs are at Iron Mace, I think they're going to implement some sort of system like that in this game. I know what I said is pretty controversial because a lot of people don't think the devs are smart. In reality, people who can make a game like this are incredibly, incredibly smart people. They just are, you know, they're just trying to find their way within the community. These devs are not so bad. They're a hell of a lot better than a lot of other gaming companies, that's for sure. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys for watching today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment. I pretty much read all of the comments. I hope this next wipe, I hope a lot more people will come back. Hope maybe Iron Mace is planning to put this game on like a bigger platform, hopefully. Hopefully Steam will accept them again. And then maybe this game could pop off like it was. So yeah, that concludes this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.